What's going on, guys? I know I ain't made a video in quite a while. I tell you why. Well, between damaging the truck, tearing it up, yeah, I tore the truck up, and dealing with some financial issues. We're now back on YouTube. Actually, I'll give you guys an update. As of about a week ago, I had 3 cars. One of them was my fiance's, my F-350, my Camaro, and then her pickup. Well, we lost her car. Has nothing to do with not trying to make the payments or anything like that, but just couldn't catch back up once we fell behind. A couple weeks of bad paychecks. It happens. But anyways, so what I want to talk to you guys about today is I did a thing. Did a very noble thing. I called Fitzgerald Glider yesterday and talked to him about building a truck. Because the truck that I've settled on that I want to buy, yeah, I'm a W9 guy and a Peterbilt guy, but I called him about a specific truck that I've liked for, a while, that when I was a kid they came out with, and a road tractor version that really caught my attention. And that's the, well, they've been making them for a long time, but, the Western Star 4900 EX. They tough as nails because they just about as good as an old school Mack. And, I called them, asked them about it, asked them what they had, available to the Western Star lineup, what they could build me. And they told me, we could do a Cat powered truck, or we could do a Detroit N14 Cummins. They said that they had a 16 model available. That's, the 16s that they ain't sold yet. And they told me that it's got the 355 gears in it, 13 speed, 60 series Detroit, 500 horsepower, 265-inch wheelbase, 82-inch big boy sleeper on it. And ain't no mid-roof. That's the only downfall to it. It ain't a mid-roof like I'm used to. But for comfortability, being able to move around in the cab a lot better, that's what I'm looking at, because I got a baby on the way, and here in 3 months, want to have something, eventually that, baby and my soon-to-be wife is be able to ride in, and be comfortable, because the truck I'm driving right now rides like a damn truck. Rides like a 2-horse wagon when it's empty. And I've got a 2012 388 TMC company truck right now And they want me to, you know, become a trainer here after winter with them. You know, build up some extra cash flow and stuff like that. Hit my year mark and become a trainer because I'm good with teaching people, apparently. But other than that, they want me to do that, and I told them I don't know, because being a company driver is great and everything like that, but you really don't get the freedom, of picking your loads all the time. You don't get the freedom of choosing when you want to work or anything like that. As a company guy, you come home, you stay home for as long as they will allow you to, and then you go back out. Well, I like to, go out 4 weeks, 5 weeks at a time, take a week off, come back out. That's the way I would like to run, but with, running as a company driver for TMC, I love the company. Just, but, just wish I was, able to, when I go out 4 or 5 weeks at a time, instead of coming home for a couple days and then going right back out, I wish I had my own truck. So whenever I come home, tell my fleet manager, hey, see you in a week, because I don't do that, like TMC advertises, go home every weekend if you want to. I stay out and, run a little bit harder than most guys so that way I can make a little extra money. With it being wintertime right now and everything like that, TMC specializes on the building industry, so nobody's really building anything right now because the ground's freezing up and stuff like that. So, it is what it is. And so I just got home yesterday from 4 weeks of straight out running, and of that 4 weeks, I've, made some pretty good money. But, I did their holiday run, and so I get this week off for Christmas, and then I'll go back out and then run after New Year's. But yeah, I'm looking into it right now to be an owner op. And there's a lot of stuff that you got to learn doing that. And right now, I'm getting every bit of advice and knowledge that I can off of people that do run their own equipment, run their own trucks. And surprisingly, with me only having 6 months, a lot of the guys tell me, with the mindset and stuff that I have, you run your own truck. You're not just purchasing a truck. You're purchasing a business when you buy you a truck. So the guys are telling me, with the freedom, that I want, that I'm purchasing a business, I have that in mind. You have to work hard for what you want. So with speaking with some of the guys and stuff like that, some of them say, well, you need 2 to 3 years of experience in the industry to do it. Well, I say horseshit. If you're willing to work at it and you're willing to learn, and you learn your freight lanes, you learn where your loads are coming from in your area, you know where they go to, and you learn where you can make the most money at, you'll be all right. And as long as you have that in mind, you'll be fine. And you're willing to work for it, yeah, you'll be all right. Right now, I said I was, wanting to be a company driver when I started this YouTube channel. Well, 6 months later, I'm going to tell you, it's great being a company driver because you ain't got to worry about when your truck breaks down or anything like that. You ain't got to worry about paying to fix it. You ain't got to worry about paying your fuel. You ain't got to worry about your permits. You ain't got to worry about your registration, your insurance, payment on the truck, and all that. That's a great part about being a company driver. But when you want to own the truck that you're going to purchase, or you want to own a truck, all that comes into play. You don't pay taxes on the money you make right away. So you had to pull the money out of your paycheck and pay taxes quarterly or once a year. Everything that you put into your truck, i.e. haircuts, food, oil changes, inspections, stuff like that, tires, anything that you have that you buy for the trucks, tax write-off. Including the truck is a tax write-off for the first 3 years. So, I mean, if you know what you're doing, you can be successful at it. And that's what I'm learning from the guys that have done it for years. And they tell me, if that's something that you want to do, then go after and do it. Because if you don't do it, you're going to kick yourself in the ass when you do it. Because you're going to wish that you had done it sooner. So, this video is getting to 12 minutes. I'm going to have to end it. But, yeah, guys, if you guys got, some suggestions, of, what you guys want me to talk about in my videos and stuff like that. If y'all want, to make a suggestion of where to go next, because right now I've got an empty trailer. My truck's an open trailer. So I can go anywhere right now. So, like, the last 4 weeks, mostly, I've spent on the East Coast, from Virginia to Florida. All I ran. Made some pretty good money. Even got some good loads going into Florida. 3,000, 4,000. One of them paid 3,500. The other one paid 2,000. 2 loads that I took to Florida. $5,500 in revenue. Right there. But you don't get shit coming out. But if it pays good enough going in, I'll take a shit load coming back out. Because it pays a lot of the fuel that it takes me to run somewhere else and pick up another load. I can't tell you how many times I bounced over 500 miles without a load on the trailer just to go pick up a load out of Florida. I mean, I spent a lot of time in Florida, South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, and then this week I went to Alabama from Virginia and started working my way home. And right now I'm home. I got home yesterday. So, but all right, guys, y'all have a great holiday. Enjoy y'all's Christmas. Family's everything. Talk to y'all later.